welcome back if you're joining me for another video. If you're joining me for the first time, hello! I have in front of me 3 official Pokemon backpacks. I have Gengar, which is my favorite Pokemon, Eevee, which is one of my daughter's favorite Pokemons, and of course Pikachu, because everybody loves Pikachu. Now, these came in Toys R Us just before Toys R Us closed down. They were $12.99 each. My goodness. In my country, they're anything from $50 to $60 New Zealand each. So they were a real bargain. And my lovely friend picked them up for me. I just PayPal'd him the money. And it was sent over for, I think, my Christmas. Sent over for my Christmas, and my kids absolutely loved them. So we're going to have a look at each one individually, and then we're also going to look at these keychains, which I picked up in my country on clearance for New Zealand $8. And I always put conversions down the bottom so you know. And we're going to pair them up with our backpacks. Let's have a look. So the first one I want to look at is Gengar, my favorite Pokemon. I played Pokemon originally when it came out. I actually have all the original cards, so if you want to look at one of my previous videos, you'll see some of the original sets. This guy has always been my favorite. I brought toys of him back in the time, which I all gave away in my teens. Goodness gracious, why did I do that? And I don't know, there's nothing I've seen that's ever came out that's really matched this for me. He is the evil spirit as far as I'm concerned, and he's so cute. I just love his simplicity. And this Cheshire cat grin, isn't he gorgeous? So the material used is very, very soft, and the stuffing is not too tight. The stuffing is actually very squishy. So it's not something that if you flatten it is going to keep its shape. So you have to make sure that you don't have anything flattening it, because the plush inside is quite soft, meaning it isn't stuffed to keep its shape. Spinning him around. So he is well detailed, even though this is going to be up against your backside. It does include his spikes on his back in this starch felt like material, and you can see that that's kind of where it's been sitting on my back. It's kind of going to go this way or that away, and this will pile over time, so just be a bit mindful of that, or it'll rip if you have one going this way and one going that way. So just make sure that when you put it on your back, you have it going the same way for each spike. Here is the tail. You can already see that the plush in that has started to move around, so there is a big floppy bit in the middle. That doesn't really matter. Again, it's a backpack, so it's not like when I'm valuing my plushy toys, I make sure that they are stuffed to keep their shape. But isn't that gorgeous? And then you have over here. Now you have 2 adjustable straps. They are meant to be for children, so they aren't very good for adults. This is why I don't use this guy much if I'm going out. But kids, they're absolutely fine for kids. Up here you have a hand grab right here, so you can carry him if you so please. And then of course you have your zip for internal access at the back. There is not a lot of space here. This is something that you take when you're just taking your phone, say your bank cards, maybe you might be able to get your glasses in there. I actually haven't fitted my glass case in there. Yeah, you'll fit your glass cases in there. So it's very much for light packing, just your essentials. If you're looking to buy stuff, you're not going to get it in there, my dear. Unless it's maybe a packet of Tic Tacs. So it is just a basic carry pack for your essentials. It's not something that you can load up with your school books or you know, with a bit of picnic lunch and all that sort of stuff. However, I mean, when you're wearing this, the amount of times you're going to get stopped and asked about. I've only ever worn it down to Granddad's place. So we do get cars slow down and look at us when we're wearing all our backpacks. Now my one I kept the tags on just to show for this video, and I'm going to take it off straight after this one. Here is the Pokemon label. There is your Pokemon Gotta Catch 'Em All. You can see the $12.99 on the tag there. Real bargain. When these came out, absolute bargain. Where can you get a Pokemon soft toy this size for $12.99? That's official. Certainly not in my country. You pay $40 just for smaller ones. So here is Eevee, the little switchblade basically of Pokemon, and evolve them as you please into what you please. I know that Random Encounters has a Eevee song, I believe it is, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. So on this one, this is my daughter's backpack. There's plenty of room, even though it has that tail, for her to carry it. She finds it no problem whatsoever. But you are mindful that you are going to have this basically poking into your back, which is the tail. The ears tend to go backwards, but when you're wearing it, they kind of flay out like that. So you will see it's definitely Eevee. Again, the quality of the plush, I hope you can see that, is fantastic. It feels amazing. And the embroidery on the face, I don't think I've pointed it out on Ginga, but the embroidery is pristine. There is no hanging threads. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is top quality. Coming down to Eevee's little collar. Now, Eevee is better stuff than Gengar, but again, it is soft plush stuff. So if anything crunches it for a long period of time, it is not going to keep its shape. So my advice is to make sure that you keep those front legs just safe. Otherwise, you're going to have some floppy legs, unfortunately. But this one is actually better stuffed. Going up to here where the hand tag is, this is the opening. Again, it's even less room, I think, than Gengar in this one. You can carry a bank card, you can carry a very slim wallet, and possibly a can of mints, but that's it. It is not something that you're going to be able to take your whole, you know, all your essentials. Well, when I say essentials, all the things that you take, say, in a handbag with you. I need to bring my glasses to a lot of things, which is why these aren't too practical for me to take when I'm going on a big trip or on a picnic with the kids. But it's gorgeous. Last of all, but never least, is Pikachu. Now, unlike the other ones who are facing out from your back, Pikachu actually is giving your back a cuddle. So he's facing his head slightly inwards. You can see where the soft plush, because my son's actually taken this one out a few times, where the soft plush comes into effect here. You can see the plush has gone out of the nose from basically resting on his back here, and it started to look a little poking Pikachu's nose in. So that's one thing, you just have to manipulate the plush, or if you're a bit like me and don't like things getting a bit scruffy, sometimes you can unpick the threads if you're very, very careful and redo them and stuff more stuffing in there. I'm not going to do it on this one because I don't think it actually has a large seam line in there, and if I unpick it, it's going to look, it might do a lot more damage than that. Now he's looking like an old man now, isn't he? However, the embroidery is absolutely pristine. You can see that there is no threads hanging out. There is no misspaces. It's not wonky. It's not crooked. It's very, very good. And the plush, again, so incredibly soft. Like, it's like pillow material. You just want to lay on it, sort of thing. Going round to the back here. So this is what you actually see on the back. Unlike the others, who you see their face. On your back, when people are looking at you, they see this little Pikachu tail, which is not plush. It's not stuffed, sorry. So it is flopsy mopsy. And his stripes. Now, he has a big zipper like Gengar. I actually think this one has as much room as Gengar in him. Yeah, so he has a lot more room than Eevee again. And his room actually goes quite deep. It goes quite deep in there. So again, you're not going to get a lot in there, but you are going to be, if you're going just on a day trip, say to the movies with your friends, and all you want is your bank card and, you know, a bus ticket and things like that, this is really cute. And the amount of people who, my son's brought him out a few times, who have stopped him. The difference between this one and the other ones also is because he's giving you a hug, his belt for your back is actually coming out of his hands and just below his legs, which the other ones come just below the eggs, but you'll see that they actually, the belts come out of their head. Very, very cute. And those are the 3 backpacks that came out at Toys R Us for Pokemon. They are such a bargain. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3 little keychains, which I've grabbed for the kids. They're excited for me to put them on their backpacks. They have a huge range of different backpacks from all their little fan bases. I make sure they always have something they can bring along that they love. So these actually went on clearance in New Zealand. So here you will see the farmer's clearance tag for NZ $8. This is Mew. There were a few of them. Piplup, they had the Pikachu, they had the Eevee, a few other types of ones, but no Gengars, unfortunately. So, or Haunter or Ghastly, because I would have taken any of those three. So I had to pick something different for my bag. So it is a Tomy product, and I got a Mew. And you can see the keychain here is the same tone pink as the Mew. Now this Mew is stuffed to keep its shape. Let's get him in focus. There we are. So he is tightly stuffed, and it is not a fluffy material. It does look like it has fluff on it, but it is quite a hard material. It's just kind of got like a semi-fluff, like a Devon Rex, if you know those sorts of cats. The embroidery, I mean, I love I've said this on my other Pokemon videos. The embroidery done on Pokemon figures, their quality check team is very good for picking up that the quality products go through. I hardly ever see any Pokemon plushes or anything that have wonky eyes or pulled faces or, you know, pulled embroidery or anything like that. Just absolutely gorgeous. And of course, to always make sure you have the official product. There are a lot of Pokemon fakers out there, and I've pointed out a faker Pikachu before. It looks exactly like the real thing, but always look for your company branding. So Tomy Pokemon here, 3+, these little things. And just get yourself something official. $8, very cheap. So here we have a very cute Pikachu. He looks so excited. Pikachu! The embroidery you can see there, it's the same material. It's stuffed very tightly, so it's going to keep its shape. I love Tomy plushes. It's got its little tail here, just like the bag. The tail is not stuffed, so it is a bit flopsy mopsy. Tag down here, the embroidery on the back is pristine. And I mean, honestly, oh, hang on, look, even the keychain's yellow to match in, which I really like. I love little touches like that when they think of what they're doing, and just make something, you know, rather than put a white keychain on every single one, they've gone for the color of the Pokemon that they're doing. Isn't that gorgeous? He's just winking. He's happy to see you. He's going to look gorgeous on the Pikachu backpack. Here is Eevee to go on the Eevee backpack. So here are the ears. One's kind of going backwards and one kind of going forwards. Let's see if I can move him. Here we go. That face. Look at those eyes. So the backpack has large oval-like eyes, whereas this little fella here, if you look, he's oval at the top, but he has a flat bottom side. I actually think I prefer these eyes shape. Little smile on his face there, the little fluffy collar that Eevee comes with. Again, really tightly stuffed to keep that shape in there. And the tail at the back. Really nice figurine. I think this one is probably the best out of the three, in that I love that it's kind of animated. Look how these legs are going back and this leg's going forward with a little paw showing underneath, like he's actually walking. And I love animated figures. Just love them. But very cute. Okay, this is a little hard to get in screen, but you can see I've taken off Gengar's tags because it looks weird when you're walking around with tags on something. People look at you strangely. I feel a bit more comfortable wearing them now. There is little Mew hanging off the Gengar there. Just really cute. Really love it. So we have Mama Pikachu and little baby Pikachu underneath. That's how I see it. Or maybe it's Daddy Pikachu with little Bubba Pikachu, whatever way you want to see it. It's just gorgeous. What a cute pair up. And then we have Eevee with Bubba Eevee underneath. I hope I'm showing this right. They're so big, it's hard to get them in camera. I have a cold today, so it's like having my arm exposed is like freezing. But there we go. Nobody wants to see this old lady's flowery PJs. Isn't it gorgeous? I just love these, and they were a fantastic price. So here is Blake's new backpack. with his old backpack. This is the old one. This one has plastic electric sockets and plastic eyes and nose. It's a big fat Pikachu. It is a Nintendo product. It's got its Nintendo licensing on the side. Between the two, what do I think? Between the two, I think, well, the plush is obviously different. I don't know. I have a real thing for the vintage one, so I think this guy is, it probably will win between the two Pikachus for me, but that's not taking away from how lovely this guy is. If you love Pokemon products, especially backpacks and accessories like that, please give this video a thumbs up. Check out my Loungefly Eevee purse review, because that is absolutely gorgeous, and that's something if you're a bit older and looking for something you can show to appreciate your Pokemon with, but don't want to basically go for some kid's backpack. It's a great way of doing it. A little bit more expensive though. Okay, a lot more expensive, but thanks so much for watching, guys. Please subscribe if you love Pokemon. We love to open toys here and we love to share. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.